Ime, not too long ago it was reported that Pop is not going to return for the rest of this season. Probably not unexpected, right? But that future is uncertain if he's going to return. Is it strange to just imagine the NBA world without Pop in it?
Yeah, definitely. He's been around for a long time, so on his terms would have been the norm, I guess. And uh, we all miss him obviously, and have had contact and know some of the things that are going on. And so main thing is his health, and we're all happy that he's doing better. But basketball is kind of secondary right now, and so whatever the time frame is, timetable, whatever ends up happening, obviously impacted all of us. Myself, Will, we all came through, and a ton of my guys here all came through the San Antonio program, and what he means to us is, you can't even measure that. And so, it'll be strange not to see him, but hopefully he's back next year.
What does the mindset have to be second night of a back-to-back, if I can say maybe the most brutal back-to-back of the season, getting it so late? What does the mindset have to be among you guys tonight?
Yeah, I mean, generate your own energy, your juice, coming out of All-Star break. And they played last night, obviously, without the travel. But, we played them last year in a similar situation with a lot of guys missing and lost a game late in the season. And so for us, obviously, no room for error. We saw it against Brooklyn a few times, some letdowns there. And so, we got guys missing ourselves that can't play the back-to-backs, and some guys dinged up in injuries, but that's where our depth comes into play, relying on the guys that didn't play last night or the depth we have in general to generate that energy and, be professionals. The guys that, we're a young team, and although it's a tough travel, Alpi, Jalen, Jabari coming back, and all the above, all should have some energy and be ready to come out and get a win.
I was looking at your defensive shot distribution compared. It looks like you've really focused on, at least statistically, taking away the corner three, and it's actually allowed a little bit more shooting at the rim. And it's worked. What's the thought process there, and was that intentional?
I mean, I think we did see that we were getting hurt by the corner three early this year, unintentionally making some errors that we tried to clean up throughout the year, but also really focused on that again coming out of All-Star break with the practice we had. And so understanding that we do guard the three really well above the break, a lot of our switching takes away some things, but we were over-helping, had some poor rotations, especially strong side corner, giving up too many looks. And so area we want to obviously be one of the best at in the league is taking away the three as well as protecting the rim. And I think switching and doing some of those things help both, but it was a focus of ours. The rim, I think teams have gotten there and not shot well against us for the most part, and we do a decent job in our one-on-one defense. So the corner three was a specific, and I think we were making way too many errors early in the season.
How would you describe the coaches' games that you had with Will Hardy and the other coaches?
Competitive. We still have them. This goes way back to San Antonio days, Boston days. Anytime, summertime in Vegas, summer league, we all get together. And so I don't know if guys were accustomed to how I was as far as go at each other, and then it's never personal afterwards off the court. And so we would go out and have lunch and all that. But Will, obviously, a feisty competitor, as all the guys are. And, it's a way to kind of bond, I guess. Pop does his thing with the dinner, so we would play games and get after each other, and so brought us all closer, and something we still do in Houston.
Some of Jalen's pick and roll defensive numbers have improved over the years. Is that schematic, or what's happening there?
No, I think his recognition has really grown. A lot of teams, he has such a quick first step and ability to get to the basket. A lot of teams were, going under and trying to make him improve it with the jump shot. Well, he's taking those more willingly now, and we've also put him some sets to get him downhill. And then about the last part of it was rim reads, and his percentage was pretty low when I got here as far as rim reads, shooting over 2-3 guys instead of finding the other guys, open guys. And so want him to be more well-rounded, obviously, and not just look to score every time, be a facilitator because he can get to the basket. And I think that's probably improved his numbers overall, just the reads at the rim, not forcing shots. And it's just the evolution and growth as, going into his fourth year.
Is that rim read particularly difficult for a guy that fast?
Yeah, I mean, you probably his whole life he's been able to get by people, jump over people, and now, teams are scheming for that. And the main thing is if he has a one-on-one, we like that regardless. There are some great shot blockers that you still have to, be ready for it. But I think more so than that, it was the fact that he can be a playmaker for us. We don't have to rely on Fred or someone every time. He uses his athletic ability to get there and make plays, and that's what we want him to grow in those areas. So he's taking some jumps for sure. Still has some ups and downs at times, but when you have that scoring mentality, anytime he sees a one-on-one, we want him to attack it.
Any more questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.